Good morning and welcome to this mediation session today. I am Misha Arvina. Along with me is my co-mediator, Ms. Balkis. We will facilitate today's session. We both have been certified mediators for 8 years. We are pleased to be here to assist you in working through your issues and believe you will find mediation to be a very helpful process. Thank you all for being here and for agreeing to engage in this mediation process. May I know how each of you would like to be addressed? Maybe we can start with the requesting party.
Yeah, sure. My name is Kausalya. You may address me as Miss Kausha, and I'm the Managing Director of Bahagia Importance Sdn Bhd.
My name is Diyana. I am the counsel acting on behalf of the requesting party.
Hello everyone, my name is Nurna Jiha. You may address me as Miss Jiha. I am the CEO of Agro Product Limited.
My name is Aina Sofia. You may address me as Miss Aina, the counsel on behalf of the responding party.
All right, thank you. But before we proceed, I believe all of you have signed a mediation agreement. And are you all here voluntarily?
Yes, Miss Shardina.
Yes, I am.
Next, do you both have the authority to settle this issue?
Yes, I do. I'm the Managing Director of Bahagia Importers Sdn Bhd.
Yes, I am, as I am the CEO of the company.
All right, before that, I would like to remind all of you to switch off your phone and pay attention to our discussion to speed up the mediation process. This is to allow both of you to focus on the other's view and opinions on the matter. Okay, first of all, I will explain what the mediation process is all about. This mediation process is designed to help you both to reach a mutually agreeable resolution to the current dispute. Mediation is a non-adversarial process where both parties can openly discuss their issues in a structured and respectful manner with the goal of finding a resolution that is acceptable to all. The purpose of mediation is to provide a neutral, confidential, and voluntary platform to explore solutions collaboratively. Unlike court proceedings, mediation does not determine who is right or wrong, but seeks to help parties reach a mutually beneficial resolution. Before we begin, let me take a moment to explain our role as the mediator briefly. As a mediator, we facilitate the discussion and negotiation between both parties. I will facilitate the discussion and ensure that both of you have a fair opportunity to share your perspective. I will also help you communicate effectively and direct the discussion towards our agenda. I will help both of you achieve a common ground so that we can reach a settlement and remain impartial throughout this process. The solutions, however, will come from you. Before we proceed, let me emphasize that this process is strictly confidential, meaning that anything shared here will remain within these walls unless both parties agree otherwise. Confidentiality is a critical part of this mediation process. However, it is subject to unavoidable circumstances. For example, if you confess to commit or to allege the commission of a criminal offense or to an act of fraud, waste or abuse, or that you plan to commit a violent physical act, I may be required to share this information with appropriate authorities. You will see me taking notes during the session, which are just for me to organize my thoughts. At the end of the sessions, I will share my notes. Secondly, respectful communication is very essential in this process. Each party will have time to speak and interruptions will not be permitted. Additionally, we encourage openness but ask that all participants focus on resolving the issues rather than assigning blame. If emotions run high, we may take a short break to help maintain a productive atmosphere. That's all from me. Is there anything you would like to add to Ms. Balkis?
Thank you, Ms. Edina. I would like to explain about the mediation process. For your information, when I complete these preliminary remarks, each of you will have an uninterrupted period of time to explain what brought you to this session and to describe the problem as you see it. Each of you will have an equal time of 5 to 8 minutes for opening remarks. and I will summarize them after each of you completes them. Hence, let's abide by the rules of common courtesy and avoid interrupting or using harsh language. After the summarization, we will set an agenda to address the key issues in a structured manner. The mediation session can either be held as joint mediation or separate mediation. It depends on the situation, and if the situation calls for it, then we may do so. Generally, the mediation process will be held as a joint session with both the requesting party and the opposing party present at the same time to discuss and negotiate the matter. However, separate session can be held if the parties requested for it, and if we as the mediator thinks that a separate session is in need. As explained earlier by Ms. Irdina, mediation is a voluntary process, which means that both parties are here by choice and have the right to call off the mediation at any time. You are not obligated to continue if you feel that this process is not productive or is no longer in your best interest. If at any point you believe that the progress cannot be made and settlement cannot be reached, you are free to express your concerns and request to conclude the session. Similarly, I, as the mediator, also have the authority to end the mediation if I believe that continuing the process would be unproductive or unfair. By terminating mediation, it does not affect your ability to pursue other avenues for resolving your dispute, such as negotiation, arbitration, or any other legal action. However, I encourage you to communicate any concerns openly during the session, as we are here to work collaboratively toward a mutually agreeable resolution. In ensuring that we have a productive discussion and to make it run smoothly, there are several ground rules that I will set to both parties to adhere with. The ground rules are that please speak one at a time and allow the other to finish before responding. Avoid the use of harsh words and any other words that is offensive to the other party. Use respectful language and you focus on the issues rather than blaming one another. The parties need to be open to listening and considering the other party's perspective, even if you don't agree with them. One more thing that I would like to confirm before we start is that how long are all of you willing to commit to one mediation session? Is 2 hours okay with both of you, Ms. Kausha and Ms. Najiha?
Yes, 2 hours is ideal for me.
Yes, it's fine with me too.
Thank you all. Before we move on, we'd like to emphasize the importance of focusing on solutions rather than assigning blame. This mediation is not about determining who is right or wrong, but about finding a resolution that works for both parties. With that in mind, let us begin with the requesting party's opening statement. Is it okay with you, Ms. Najiha, if Ms. Kausha starts first?
Yeah, sure. It's okay with me.
All right, Ms. Kausha, you may start now.
All right, thank you, mediators. Bahagia Importers and Agro Products have enjoyed a long and positive business relationship for many years. Unfortunately, this partnership has been severely strained due to recent events. The most recent shipment of dried dates supplied by Agro was returned by many of our retailers due to the quality complaints. Following numerous reports, the Ministry of Health directed us to recall 109 metric tons of dried dates from the market. This recall caused significant financial losses to our company and has damaged our reputation with our retail partners and customers. While we value our relationship with agro products, we cannot ignore the impact the incident had caused on our business. We are here today to seek compensation for the losses incurred and to discuss steps to ensure such issues do not arise in the future. We hope this mediation will allow us to find an amicable solution to restore trust and collaboration. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kausha. Ms. Diyana, do you have anything to add?
Yes, I do. Thank you, mediators. On behalf of Bahagia Importers, I wish to emphasize that the issue at hand goes beyond just the financial losses incurred due to the recall of substandard dates. It also affects the trust and reliability that Bahagia has built with its network of retailers and customers over the years. While Bahagia acknowledged Agro Products' effort to address the quality issue, this isolated incident has had significant repercussions for my client's business. Bahagia has had to take corrective measures, including market recalls and inspections, which have cost the company's time, money, and resources. We are here not only to seek fair compensation for these losses, but also to discuss a framework for ensuring that this issue do not arise in the future. And since my clients value the long-standing partnership with Agro and hopes that this mediation will help rebuild the relationship on firmer ground. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kausha and Ms. Diyana. Let me make your point clear and straightforward so that all of us can understand it clearly. It is clear that there is a long-standing and positive relationship between you and Agro Products. However, your relationship with each other became distant due to a recent shipment of dried dates pertaining to its quality to the point that you received complaints from retailers, and also the Ministry of Health instructing you to recall 109 metric tons of the product. So due to this, you face significant financial losses and reputational damage. And it was also emphasized by Ms. Diyana that the issue has extended beyond financial losses, which also impacts the trust and reliability between you and the retailers and the customers. And you acknowledge efforts made by Agro Products to address the issue. And you are here to discuss the payment for these losses. And lastly, you feel that there is a need to establish frameworks for maintaining this business relationship in the future. Is that correct?
Yes, Ms. Balkis, that sums up all of our points.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Kausha. Let's continue with the responding party's perspective.
Thank you, Ms. Mediator. We Agrobank has always maintained high standard for our trade dates. We acknowledge that there was indeed an issue with our most recent shipment to Bahagia. We accept that a portion of our dry dates did not meet the expected quality standard. However, we must stress that this was an isolated incident, an incident that is uncharacteristic of the quality we are known for. This is the first time in our business relationship that such situation has occurred. We value our partnership with Bahagia and deeply regret any inconvenience caused. To resolve this matter, we have taken steps to address the issue and prevent it from recurring. However, despite our best effort to engage with Bahagia to reach an amicable resolution, our communication have been ignored. Bahagia has refused to respond to multiple emails and reminders we have sent regarding the payment for the drugs that already been delivered, totaling Ringgit Malaysia 8,000 per metric ton for 100 tons, amounting to the RM 872,000. The invoice for this amount was sent on 23rd October 2024, but no reply had been received. We fully understand the claim of losses and damages made by Bahagia, but we firmly deny that their allegation that the dates were unmerchantable to the extent they suggested. Moreover, even if they wish to pursue such claim, it does not negate their obligation to settle the outstanding payment for the product that we already supplied. We hope this mediation will help to resolve this issue fairly and preserve our long-standing relationship with Bahagia Importers. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Najiha. Is there anything you would like to add on, Council Aina?
Thank you, mediators. Representing Agro Products, I would like to acknowledge the concern raised by Bahagia Importers. My client recognized the seriousness of the situation and is committed to resolving the matter amicably. However, it is crucial to highlight that Agro has made significant attempts to communicate with Bahagia regarding the unpaid invoice for 872,000 ringgit issued for 109 tons of dry date delivered. Despite this, no response has been received. Agro also has taken measure to ensure that the quality issue in the most recent shipment will not recur, including enhancing quality control protocols and supplier audits. These disputes, while unfortunate, is an opportunity to address misunderstandings and rebuild the trust between the parties. Agro hopes this mediation will serve as a constructive platform for finding a fair and a balanced resolution. That's all. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Najiha and Ms. Aina. Let me summarize from my hearing. From what I hear, you want the payment of the sum amount of 872,000 for 109 tons of dry dates from Bahagia Importers after you have made the delivery of dry date as per agreement. You agree that Bahagia Importers have claims over the losses, but you are concerned about the outstanding sum to be paid first. Additionally, you are concerned for your both existing business relationships, as both of you have always had a good business relationship. You also have attempted to reach Bahagia Importers on the issue of the payment. In fact, you also intended for the business relationship to still continue as usual, and by virtue of that, you agreed to enhance the quality of the shipment to ensure that the same issues will not occur again by way of enhancing quality control protocols and supplier audits. Is there anything I have missed out?
No, Ms. Diyana, I think that's pretty much everything.
All right, thank you to both parties, Ms. Kausha and Ms. Naja, also the council. So based on my hearing and observation, the agenda for today's mediation process in order to address the disputes are, the first one, I'm sorry.
It's okay, Ms. Diyana.
I want to share this one first. All right, can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see it.
Yes, we can see it. All right, thank you. For the agenda, I hear that you are concerned about the existing business relationship. Thus, I put the first agenda is to maintain a good business relationship. And next, for the second agenda is the payment, as this dispute involved on getting the payment amounted to 872,000. Then I heard that you agreed to enhance quality control protocols and supplier audits. Therefore, the third agenda is to establish framework or guidelines for further business. Are there any additional points either party wishes to include?
No, this agenda covers our concern.
I agree with my client. Nothing else to add from us.
We also agree with this agenda, Ms. Diyana.
All right, thank you. So let us proceed to discuss these issues further in details.